Hello, and welcome to Select 10. In this video, we will count down the top 10 best new Hollywood movies released in May 2024 on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV+, and other platforms. These are some of the best new Hollywood action, science fiction, and comedy films that you should definitely see. Now let's start the video. Number 10. The First Omen. It is a 2024 supernatural horror film directed by Akasha Stevenson. It is the sixth movie in the Omen trilogy and the follow-up to the 1976 horror blockbuster, The Omen. The protagonist of the story is Margaret, an American girl who was brought to Rome to work for the church. But she soon starts to doubt her faith after encountering a sinister force, which causes her to wonder about belief, which led her to discover a horrifying plot that will bring evil to life. The movie follows Margaret's quest as it becomes more convoluted due to her encounters with various individuals who push her to venture beyond the convent and cause her views to be questioned at key moments. The movie places a strong emphasis on character growth and a gradual increase in tension, which culminates in a horrific final act that is in line with the original film's spooky vibe. This prequel takes an innovative yet honorable approach to the horror genre, complementing and enhancing the mythology of The Omen. Although it's not necessary to watch the previous movie in order to enjoy this one, doing so will make the viewing experience even more enjoyable. Number 9. Civil War. It is a 2024 dystopian action thriller directed by Alex Garland. The movie centers on a group of reporters maneuvering a post-Civil War America. The story begins with a team of journalists traveling from New York City to Washington, D.C., with objective is to speak with the president prior to rebel groups seizing power in the capital. Their trip is filled by violent action scenes and moral quandaries, ending in a high-stakes attack on the White House. While seeing and recording the violent disintegration of the nation's capital, the journalists grapple with what's right both personally and professionally among the devastation. The whole cast of the movie is very noteworthy, especially Wagner Moura and Kirsten Dunst's roles. While the plot is rather routine, the character relationships and action sequences provide an engaging viewing experience for genre fans. Overall, Garland's direction highlights the terrifying and frequently unpredictable nature of war reporting, while the movie offers a thought-provoking examination of a fractured America. Number 8. Sting. It is a 2024 horror thriller directed by Kaya Roach Turner. The plot centers around Charlotte, a young girl whose pet spider, Sting, evolves into a massive, terrifying monster. The movie focuses on Charlotte and her stepfather, Ethan, as they make their way through their lives in a peculiar apartment complex, where Sting starts luring people in by imitating his sounds. The suspense rises as Charlotte and Ethan, along with the other residents, fight the intelligent and adaptive Sting. The story and character development are decent, but the creature effects and the cast performances are what really keep you interested. Though the movie follows a traditional plot, its memorable moments of suspense and gruesome VFX elevated above other creature feature films. Number 7. Alienoid: The Return to the Future. It is a 2024 sci-fi action film that serves as a sequel to Alienoid. Directed by Choi Dong-hoon, the film follows the story of an epic war between humanity and aliens. The plot involves characters traveling multiple timelines to stop an extraterrestrial invasion while exploring the concepts of time travel and interdimensional conflict. The film's cast includes Ryu Jun-yeol, Kim Woo-bin, and Kim Tae-ri, who reprised the roles they played in the first movie. The story explores what happened after the events of the previous movie, with the heroes battling against time to prevent the aliens from changing history and ensuring their rule over the future. The plot is action-packed, with a high-stakes element that blends cutting-edge technology, complex strategy, and personal sacrifices. The movie boasts strong performances, an innovative story, and outstanding visual effects, but audiences unfamiliar with the previous film may find its tricky plot difficult to follow. For those who enjoy the genre, the movie provides an interesting mix of dramatic turns and creative sci-fi concepts that deliver a fun sci-fi journey with intricate time travel fun and solid action. Number 6. The Last Stop in Yuma County. It is a 2023 crime thriller directed by Francis Galuppi. The story revolves around a touring knife salesman who gets stuck in a secluded stop area in Yuma County, Arizona's isolated desert. As he watches for the next truck, he gets caught in an aggressive kidnapping incident set up by two thieves who are seeking protection. The story examines the tension and growing violence as a number of characters, including the thieves and the people who are staying at the rest stop, interact in a way that becomes more dangerous and frightening. The film's skillful pace, superb performances, particularly from Jim Cummings, and ability to sustain tension throughout are all excellently complemented by the perfect combination of dark comedy and violent drama. Number 5. The Challengers. It is a 2024 sports drama film directed by Luca Guadagnino. The narrative follows Tashi Duncan, a former tennis pro who becomes a coach and effectively turns her husband, Art, into a recognized tennis champ. But when Art's career takes a dip, Tashi registers him in an amateur tennis tournament at the most junior level, the Challenger competition. Here, Art squares up against Patrick, the ex-boyfriend of Tashi and his former best friend. The story delves into the intricate relationships between these three individuals, incorporating themes of romantic connections, rivalry, and desire. As the competition goes on, tensions between them on both a professional and personal scale grow, leading to a high-stakes championship game that puts their friendships and goals to the test. The film relies heavily on Zendaya's powerful performances and its nuanced depiction of mature issues inside the cutthroat world of professional tennis. The film combines dramatic suspense and romance with the emotions of sports, making it an appealing watch for fans of both genres. Number 4. Boy Kills World. It is a 2024 action thriller directed by Moritz Moore. The film stars Bill Skarsgård as Boy, a deaf and mute man who starts on a journey for revenge after his entire family is ruthlessly murdered by Hilda, the female head of a tyrant's post-apocalyptic household. In the aftermath, Boy prepares under a strange guru to become a deadly weapon of killing, motivated by a voice within that he acquires from a beloved childhood video game. His quest climaxes in a deadly fight during a yearly purge, where he enters an uprising movement while contending with the ghostly influence of his rebellious younger sister. The film will mostly appeal to action fans, owing to its intense violence and powerful martial arts sequences. Number 3. Mother's Instinct. It is a psychological thriller directed by Benoit Delhomme. The film features Jessica Chastain and Anne Hathaway as Alice and Selin, two close neighbors and friends in 1960s suburbia. Their perfect lives fall apart when one of their sons dies in a horrific accident, sending them into a vicious cycle of mistrust, anxiety, and remorse. As the narrative progresses, Alice's paranoia grows, thinking that Selin might pose a danger to her surviving son. The two ladies get more and more tense, which eventually leads to a string of violent and fatal encounters. The story examines the evil side of parental love and the vulnerability of interpersonal bonds under strain. The visual style is noteworthy, adding to the film's dark atmosphere while also expressing the characters' psychological torment. Although the pace of the story might seem slow to some, it effectively generates tension and enables an in-depth psychological examination of the characters. Overall, Mother's Instinct is an engrossing investigation of friendship, bereavement, and the darkest recesses of the human mind, propelled by outstanding acting and haunting direction. Number 2. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It is a 2024 action thriller film directed by Guy Ritchie. The film takes place in 1939, amid the Second World War, when Germany is heavily attacking Britain. In retaliation, Winston Churchill chooses to create a covert fighting division to employ creative strategies against the Nazi army. Often called Britain's first black operations group, this outfit conducts operations behind the lines of enemy troops and undertakes missions that stretch the boundaries of standard combat. The narrative centers on a squad of exceptionally talented soldiers who are chosen to execute these clandestine missions. To defeat the opponent, they employ a variety of unconventional strategies, such as trickery, as well as weapons like arrows and bows. The film includes Henry Cavill as the group's leader, with Isa Gonzalez, Henry Golding, Alan Ritchson, and Carrie Elwes in supporting roles. The film showcases the daring and cruelty of these covert warriors by fusing aspects of historical drama with intense action. Its main highlight is its spectacular action sequences and elegant presentation, which keep you entertained from beginning to end. Number 1. The Fall Guy. It is a 2024 action comedy film directed by David Leitch. The film stars Ryan Gosling as Colt Seavers, a skilled stuntman who is drawn back into the industry of action stunts shortly after leaving the field following a near-fatal incident. Seavers is soon called to perform the stunts when the main actor, Tom Ryder, disappears while filming a big-budget film directed by Colt's ex-girlfriend, Jody Moreno. While Colt does perilous stunts for the film, he also tries to solve the case of Ryder's abduction, which involves a larger criminal conspiracy. The film honors the stunt work that serves as the foundation for Hollywood action movies, while combining thrilling action scenes with romantic and comic elements to highlight the characters' relationships. The film is highly entertaining, don't miss it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.